Boom, boom, alrighty. Yes, Heaven, the three Amigos are back. Hello and welcome to tonight's absolutely fantastic Dinosaur action. A while ago, a long time ago, probably 2 years, I started calling this the three Amigos. Otepec Huntmaster, Marauding Raptor, Drover of the Mighty. They're the three 2-drops that care about dinosaurs, but we're getting some new stuff in the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, so it's not gonna be the three Amigos anymore. It might be the 4 Musketeers with Belligerent Yearling, something like that. Gonna have to decide that. It's gotta be the 4 Musketeers. Ooh. The 4 Dino something. Oh, now. Perfect position. Okay, good stuff. Alrighty. Yeah, just dusting off a few of the old choices that I've used in the past as we wait for the release of the Lost Caverns of Ixalan here. Drover of the Mighty. Packs a punch. A lovely body, although pretty easy to kill. Does benefit from the cost reduction of Marauding Raptor. Sometimes, but often enough, you get to play it for a single green. And that's pretty lovely for a dork, because the other dorks, the elves, Llanowar and the Elvish Mystic, they cost a green, but then you might as well play this if you're often enough, reducing it by 1. But sometimes I have just too much, or too often I have too much ramp and cost reduction, that sort of thing, and I don't get, the big scary creatures that we still have in Tranix Rex, Carnage Tyrant. Nothing too much has changed in that department tonight. The Great Henge, up a copy. Lead the Stampede, down 2 copies. Yeah, it was 4 copies last night, but 4 or 5 times last night I drew 4 cards with 1 Lead the Stampede. That's pretty insane. 2 cards would be pretty good. 3 cards, you're paying 3 to draw 3. That's lovely as well. Just refilling the hand, and it certainly refilled the hand last night. We have a very critical mass of creatures, that's for sure. 33. That's pretty darn high. And keep in mind, Xenagos is a creature. Lead the Stampede's going to grab it. But I took out Wayward Swordtooth tonight. Oh, I'm shedding a tear. I just felt like, I'm going to try Tranquil Frillback to start. It does a lot of things that, if I didn't have Tranquil Frillback in to begin with, I might just get caught out. That'd be very, very unfortunate. Start off with this. It is a body. It's not as powerful as Wayward Swordtooth, but we can attack and block if it makes sense to do so. Buy ourselves a little bit of time, deal with some sort of graveyard strategy, or take out a pesky artifact or enchantment. Always lovely stuff. I would highly recommend at least a few copies somewhere in the sideboard if you don't feel comfortable starting with it. Again, it is a little bit awkward. If you don't have even 1 extra green, that's going to be rough. You want to at least get a little bit of benefit. Maybe just gaining 4 life will be pretty lovely. So hopefully Drover helps that a little bit. And of course, this ramp is a creature. We would draw a card with the Great Henge when we play Drover, and Drover would be a 4/4 because it gets +2/+2, and we would control a dinosaur, which is extra good. Super duper extra good. I could see myself maybe trimming a few things here. Maybe 1 Lead the Stampede, 3 Drovers, or you go with the entire playset. But having 10 2-drops now, I would hope to see at least 1 in every variation of hands. Of course, we probably won't, but statistically speaking, you would likely see 1 in any variation of hand. Otherwise, the sideboard has changed up a bit. Of course, it was pretty aggressive stuff last night, and I want to maybe not be as caught out. We got the Sweeper back in, Brotherhood's End. Doesn't get much better than that. We faced off against that pesky artifact deck. Even though I don't expect to face it again, very, very uncommon. We can destroy all artifacts with a mana value of 3, or 3 damage to each creature and each planeswalker. 3 copies hopefully is enough. And then going on, we got Pithing Needle. I think we talked about it last night. Pretty sure. But for one, you shut down any planeswalker, any man land, any creature with a very nasty activated ability, an artifact with an activated ability. We just choose a card name. So this hopefully is going to buy us time with the nasty Karn, grabbing the portal to Phyrexia, playing it, making us sacrifice 3 creatures and then getting back stuff. Never a fun time. So it's nice to try it out, I must admit. It's going to be good. Rending Volley, 3 copies of that, a little bit of interaction, help against Greasefang, that sort of thing. But of course, Pithing Needle would also help against Greasefang. We name Parhelion 2, whatever vehicle they have in the graveyard. We just do this. And then that vehicle cannot be crewed when it's named with Pithing Needle, because crew is an ability. You just shut it off. Greasefang will cheat the vehicle out. They won't realize perhaps the interaction, maybe. And then it bounces back to their hand, and then they're just feeling extra sad. Oh, it's going to be good, but a very versatile card. It will not hurt to have a couple copies of this in pretty much any sideboard. It is an artifact, of course, so very easy to play. Shifting as well. Maybe I'll finally face Mono Blue Spirits or Azorius or any sort of spirit deck. It's still been a long time. I think I've faced Angels more than Spirits, and I faced Angels once and Spirits none. But of course, Spirits might be a little bit more difficult. We're playing against a wide range of interesting things, that's for sure. Jund, Land Destruction. That was crazy stuff from last night. Never would have guessed that. Back to Nature for the 5-color Fires of Invention. Enigmatic Incarnation, casting stuff for free. Well, we're going to make them pay big time and maybe just die. Leyline Binding is pretty good removal, but this is also pretty good when we take it out and multiple other things. Pax Punch, bit of interaction, bit of sweepers. Nice and diversified, certainly more than some nights. Watch them never come into effect, but Pithing Needle though, that's a Swiss Army knife. What matchup doesn't it help against? Even if it turns off a man land, that could make all the difference. Especially Castle Lochtwain with Rakdos or Mono Black, stopping them from drawing extra cards. Ooh, that is very good. Or Mono Black Waste Not. Pithing Needle, we turn off the Gyre Reach Sanitarium, so they can't make both of us draw a card and discard, which is very bad when we only have, when we don't have any cards in hand. We draw the card and we have to immediately discard it. And then with Waste Not, based on what the type of the card was, they get a thing, a creature, they draw a card, or they make 2 black mana. Yeah, that would be good to stop that. Buy us quite a bit of time. Gyre Reach Sanitarium is never fun. Counterculture. Well, hopefully they don't have too many counter spells. I'd be surprised. I think it's mono red. Drover, Tranquil Throwback, gaining the life potentially if that is the case. Well, it should be okay, but this hand, not so much. If I had 3 lands, of course, I would try it with these Topiaries, but I don't want to risk it. Ooh, yeah, I mean, it kind of went downhill. It certainly could be a lot worse. I'm going to send Tyrannix Rex to the bottom. We got a bunch more copies. It's not like it's the only copy in there, and I think there could be a good chance to get the Great Henge down. That might... Oh, there's a good chance they're going to discard Regisaur Alpha. Starting off with Thoughtseize. Maybe I should have a crying emote or something. Not actually crying, that's all good. Oh, there's interesting stuff with the Knight of the Ebon Legion there. That could get pretty scary. Pre-recorded. I called not getting the 2-drop, Joshua. Yes, absolutely. Oh, look at that. There was 10 2-drops, lots of 3-drops. Finally, I got it, at least. Oh, phew. We're at 5 mana. Well, we get to 5 lands. We could play the Great Henge. I bet they're going to kill it with Go for the Throat or something. Oh! Do I play this game too much, or maybe? I don't know. I love it that much. When I play something else, I just want to be playing this instead. It's like, oh, I could have played some matches, and it's cool. Hopefully it's not Ghalta and Mavren. It's Ghalta and Mavren. It's neat, at the very least. There's nothing really you can do in this situation. Yeah. That's, well, that's a rough one. Ouch. Okay. So we know what it is. It's the cheaty deck. Very unfortunate. Nothing much you can do when they pay 3 to -3 to put Ghalta and Mavren out. Nothing I haven't faced before. It is what it is. Perhaps they have the full play set. They're being extra spicy because they want to see that particular interaction. I mean, of course, it is very, very devastating. I haven't really tried Ghalta and Mavren before. Maybe I should one of these nights before the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Ooh. That could be nice. Yeah, okay. We'll just have to hope they don't do that thing. I mean, Pithing Needle. There you go. We play it turn 1. We name Soren. How did I forget Soren? My goodness. It's definitely not pre-recorded if I forgot that. Yeah, Pithing Needle, we name Soren, and they're going to be Snorin, because they can't use any of Soren's abilities. So that should probably buy us enough time, as long as they don't have Kolgan's Command. One of the modes of Kolgan's Command is to destroy an artifact, and that'd be rough. They might have a Braid as well. Might be afraid of a Braid. I think I'll get rid of Lead the Stampede, though. Yeah. Brotherhood's End? I mean, it could... Yeah, we should do Brotherhood's End. Definitely. Big time. Okay. There we go. I'll trim one Drover, just because in an ideal world I play Huntmaster, Marauding, Drover. Drover would be the final step in that. Sometimes I play Drover first, but I might as well cut the whatever thing will be the final thing, if it all worked out that way. But it looks pretty good. We don't have to mulligan. We got 2 lands, Huntmaster, Marauding, 2 Tranquil Frillbacks, which maybe won't be super helpful. Hopefully we get that 3rd land, which I would think. We're at 23 tonight, if my memory serves me correctly. Sometimes 22, 21. Oh my goodness. What is going on here? Well, I know what I'm doing. I'm playing a Tranquil Frillback. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but I want to have the total power increased quite high for next turn. If we draw land, we'll definitely be able to play Ghalta. Just unfortunate I didn't have an extra... a sweeper, maybe. Ooh. Oh boy. Hopefully I didn't just jinx myself. I bet they'll kill Marauding. Marauding or Huntmaster. I think I would leave Tranquil Frillback alive. That's not very scary. Hard to say what they're thinking. Oh, they get it again. Huh. Okay, but that's not too bad. Well, it is kind of bad not seeing a 3rd land yet. I really would have expected in the top 10 to at least see 3. Ooh, yeah. Well, nothing much you can do there. We'll just play a Marauding, and we'll attack as much as possible. We could play another Tranquil Frillback, but I'll wait till maybe have some mana. I'll play this other Marauding here to supercharge the Marauding that is out already. I planned this. The opponent might say oops or whatever. That's okay. Well, I can't go -3 next turn. We could potentially threaten Olivia, and I like threatening her like that. Block any one of them. Do it. Good. Hopefully that buys us a little bit of time. We break that Marauding Raptor lock that would have killed the Tranquil Frillback, so it's okay. Eventually, we got to get that third land. It's not like it's a crazy low amount. That is how it goes. Oh, we got it. We got it, folks. Good stuff. Good indeed. Yes, we got it. Okay, we are the dino. We play the big dino. Don't spend anything. We need that 2 for Ghalta. I almost misclicked, and then I wouldn't have had 2 there. Phew. I hate when that happens. Pretty nice when Edgar. Pretty good. Pretty good. We got him. We got him. Wow. I was worried there. They dropped Soren. They were going to get the Ghalta and Mavren. But we had enough damage. Although I'm still kind of wondering about this Brotherhood's End. I think it could pack a punch, especially if they get ahead, get a lot of little vampires and tokens and whatnot. That might help stabilize a bit, so I'll keep it in. Hope for the best. It is pretty good. We lasted. I'm surprised we got the job done, but you saw right there. Something for 1 green, Ghalta for 2 made all the difference. 3 or 4 copies. 3, still quite lovely to see her often. Was using 4 for quite some time, and eventually I will go back to 4 at some point, although it will be very hard to jam in 4 copies with all the new tools. Figured I'd try this hand. It's probably going to be better than the previous game where I wasn't getting lands. Okay, 3 Huntmasters so far. Well, when they kill 1, we got a backup. So there's the silver lining. Hopefully we get a source of red. We can go Huntmaster plus Marauding Raptor next turn. That'd be ideal. Well, let's do it. Ooh. Well, we'll get there. Maybe you think I'm using 20 lands. That is not the case. Even if I was using 26 or something, this still could happen quite easily. Pretty nice though that they used the Shieldred's Edict on Huntmaster. They probably have a bunch of different removal. So okay, well we got it finally. Topiary Stomper, 100%. Let's get up by 1. Let's grab a basic land. You can't kill. You can't make us sacrifice a basic. Gotta do it. Hopefully they don't use removal on Topiary. Okay, Brotherhood's End. That's pretty good. That's something. Try to play out as much as possible here. Maybe Tranquil Frillback, come to think of it. If they don't take out Huntmaster immediately. I'm just going to do it. I'm going to have a bunch of bodies. I would hopefully play something else big next turn. And I wouldn't have any mana to play Tranquil Frillback. So I might as well play it now. Get some more bodies on the board and we'll see what happens. Maybe I can combine blockers, take out Lotus. Oh, that'd be good. Okay, so well. Everybody lived. We'll see if they kill Huntmaster or Marauding. They'd be kicking themselves because they missed their opportunity. I'm definitely attacking with Carnage Tyrant. Big time. I'm going to take out a bunch of stuff. Knight of the Ebon Legion can get big. I want to draw that out. I always hate that potential. They always hold up mana, death touch. Now that thing is gone, I don't have to worry about them making it too big in response to Brotherhood's End, and then it survives, and Lotus survives, and lots of my stuff Okay, oh boy. Nuts. Oh, well, we got another land. That's pretty good. Tranix Rex it is. Hopefully Tranix Rex wrecks enough. Or we get a Xenagos to double Tranix Rex. That's about our only hope at this point. Ugh. Tends to do the trick. 13-13. Ooh. And lifelink as well. Oh boy. Now we could take it out. I'm going to take it out. $11. $12. That's got to be Marauding. 5, 3, 5 plus 8, 15. Yeah. Should be good. Okay. Whew. We lost a lot, but that thing had to go. We got Brotherhood's End to, well, take out a bunch of stuff. Gonna be Carnage Turn first. Oh, no, it's got to be Brotherhood's End. Okay, let's see what happens when we attack Snorin. They surely expect something's up. Oh, okay. Of course, they'll sacrifice something in response. Make him big enough with counters with his ability. Sacrificing one of those zombies there. Worth a shot. And we die next turn with Sorin and or Calatus. Yeah, Calatus is 5. You can't win them all, unfortunately. Oof. Okay, wow. There's no hiding. Drover. I want to get the best opening. Huntmaster on turn 2, Marauding for 1 on turn 3, Drover for 1, something else for 1, maybe that Tranquil Frillback, or just Marauding on turn 3 and then Topiary Stomper for 2. Of course, there's going to be something even better than that. Hulking Raptor for 2 green on turn 3. That's going to be absolutely divine. Chill Wolf, how's it going? Combo decks can be rough, definitely. Sometimes. I like the big scary dinos here though. Carnage Tyrant at least gives me a reasonable chance, but sometimes there's not a whole lot you can do. Rona combo. Fortunately, we don't have Retraction Helix in Explorer here, but we will be getting it. Not too worried about that. I might bring in Damping Sphere or something where it taxes the opponent based on the spells they've played, or I make it so they can only play one non-creature spell a turn, various things like that. It can, oh yeah, definitely. Just kind of going all in on lots of big, powerful creatures, overwhelming opponents. Not as much interaction, but of course interaction is very key. I just like to test the waters, see how it feels, focusing, and maybe doing as well as possible. Just playing big stuff, beating up the opponent, that sort of thing. But this hand will not beat them up. Good stuff. We got 3 lands. Boom. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, it could be good against mid-range. Lots of things. We got 3 Ghaltas. We'll send her to the bottom. Castle Garenbrig, our first land, because we need a forest. Okay, we need a forest and we don't have a forest. Ooh, what do we get? Oh. Is there some sort of shenanigans coming up? You mentioned combo, and maybe this is some sort of a combo. Simic. Blue and green. Simic Mutate. Huh. I actually did face a Mutate deck last night. I'm pretty sure. Should go alright. We get Carnage Tyrant next turn, all thanks to Castle Garenbrig. Turn 4 Carnage Tyrant, always a lovely thing. Hard to interrupt there. we're one up with that basic we grabbed, and then another one up with Castle Garenbrig's ability. Ooh. Love it. Oh, absolutely. And again, I'm not as high as I would have wished to be at this point the first few days in the reset. I imagine we see lots of, well, different painful things. There's not a whole lot you can do about this situation, sadly. We'll go for Carnage Taunt, and maybe we'll get a Great Henge. I would imagine it's mostly over at this point, though. We're not going to be busting through anytime soon. Which I think also makes it hard. If you're seeing such a wide range, it's kind of hard to combat specific things. When it gets more streamlined as you get higher, probably gets a little easier in a sense. You don't see as much different stuff that you would never really expect to. I guess I'll stop the pouncing shore shark. Not that it makes a big difference. But yeah, I'll just try to go as good as I can, have as diversified a sideboard. Silver bullets, maybe you'll see them. But of course, silver bullets like the Pithing Needle, that's pretty good because it's good against a lot of stuff. But just zeroing in, making certain matchups very, very strong, having multiple copies of specific hate enchantments, I would expect to win most of the time with Back to Nature, anything enchantment related, especially with Frillback. Rending Volley, again, well, we haven't faced Spirits yet, which is very interesting. Or Is It Phoenix? I'm quite surprised I haven't faced Is It Phoenix in, I don't know, a long time. But it should be good with Tranquil Frillback. Exiling the Graveyard, we don't have to worry about those Arclight Phoenixes coming back. However, let's see if there's anything we might want to do against Simic Mutate. Killing the thing that they mutate, the thing that they have, although Auspicious Sterix, it does have hexproof. Well, it was a Paradise Druid. So they mutate a bunch of stuff onto the Paradise Druid, but they never tap the Paradise Druid until they absolutely have to. So you can never target it. It keeps getting wackier and wackier with creatures combined. Then Coma Cosmos Serpent, that is quite painful. A lot of blue stuff though. Shifting Ceratops could be our ticket. When I've faced Coma decks or decks that have it, shifting flies right past Coma and the Serpents, which is very nice stuff. You gotta go, yes, alright. Chill Wolf, thanks for dropping by, saying hi. Hopefully all goes well, all is well. Got a luck in the changes there. I try pushing them along all the time. Oh, we're all so excited. So many new tools. It is going to be good. Appreciate the comment. Hopefully the opponent appreciates and respects the nasty damage that is about to happen. Ooh. Seems quite lovely. We got plenty of lands. I imagine we'll get towards Tranix Rex, or enough for it. We got the Castle Garenbrig, Topiary. We're looking at 5 lands in total eventually. Draw that 6th land at some point. There's the Carnage Taunt. Boom. So we should be getting that on turn 4. And hopefully it's a little bit faster. Maybe... Ooh, they do play the Paradise Druid. Well, we're on the play. We'll try our best. Hopefully seeing that Great Henge. I must admit the Great Henge is pretty great. Partly why I've loved 3 copies. A couple times there I used 4 because, man, that packs a punch. Seems quite similar to the previous game. Oof. Turn 4 Carnage Taunt is quite lovely stuff, you gotta admit. Hard for a lot of stuff to deal with, but again, we do our own thing. this opponent does their own thing, and certainly seems like this opponent can do some pretty explosive and nasty things. Ooh. I'm thinking just Regis or Alpha. Let's get the haste on anything we play, even though Tranix Rex has haste. I feel like we're going to draw another land next turn. Yeah. Don't think they're doing too much to Carnage Tarrant. Maybe they have a flashy thing. I should have remembered about the pouncing Shore Shark. I think they got a few flashy mutate creatures. There we go. Well, not too bad. Bouncing Regis or Alpha. I think they would bounce the token. Yeah, the token goes away completely. Doesn't come back. Simply ceases to exist. Hopefully this opponent ceases to exist when we smack him with Carnage Tarrant. Another one. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, the bouncing two things. They had one pouncing sore shark. Well, I am kind of sore when they've done that, but it doesn't really matter anymore. We got Tranix Rex dead. That's how you do it. Beautiful. Perfection. Turn 4 Carnage Tarrant. Turn 5 T-Rex. Ooh. Pretty good, and in a very stable way. All of the stuff we used to get to them wasn't attached to a creature or an artifact. It came off of lands. The most resilient, durable way to do that. However, I'm kind of thinking Rending Volley. If that thing attacks, if it ever taps whatsoever, it seems like it's a lot of blue mutate creatures on the Paradise Druid. We could perhaps get a very sneaky Rending Volley, get that out of there. Gonna have to think about that. Could also do a lot of nothing. Nah, I'll keep it like that. They could have a green creature on top and then Rending Volley's just sitting there. Certainly Rending Volley doesn't take out Coma Cosmos Serpent. Rending Volley only dealing 4 damage. Coma has a toughness of 6, and well, if Coma lands, usually it's over. But we got shifting, and that's gonna fly right past. Pouncing Shore Shark. I don't know why that's a tongue twister, but the pouncing Shore Shark is blue. It can't bounce. Shifting. That's going to be lovely stuff. Lovely. Seeing 3 lands. 2 of the 3 Amigos. Again. Wacky. You would never really expect to see so many Huntmasters, but well, if they have something that bounces stuff, we're okay. Another hexproofy creature. Well, it seems to be the trend. A pretty good trend, I must admit. I think they got a flashy thing on them. The Shore Shark. Or something. Oh boy. Hopefully no counterspell. Shifting. Go. Yes. Maximum aggression. Whew. You can't counter. You can't bounce. It's going to be very devastating stuff. They're going to have to do something pretty impactful. They're on a pretty good clock here. 3 turns. 4 turns. However you want to consider it. Oh, I'm liking this. Hopefully we see another shifting, but we got enough reduction that we can play Regis or Alpha for 3, because Huntmaster and Marauding are sticking around. I must admit this is very nice when the opponent doesn't do a whole lot to my stuff. We get to do a whole lot and kind of kill them. Maximum aggression, go. We got to be fast as possible. Might as well. Whew. make that clock go a little bit faster. Don't imagine they'd want to take 8 from Marauding. I figured the Migratory Greathorn would stop that. Huh. Okay. It's pretty good. It's alright. I think we can get him still. Oh! There we go. Taking down the wacky Simic Mutate. Phew. Ah, you never know. Now if I face it again back to back, I might have to put on my tinfoil hat. Sometimes it's extra wacky, but those wacky variances, seeing the exact same deck, being live, just makes it all that much better. Oh, I even forgot to say, well, I forgot to push something, but I'm getting too hot again. We got the furnace on. Gotta take my sweater off. Guess I could open the window, but I'm going to keep it. We got a bunch of lands. I said we have lots of stuff for 2, lots of stuff for 3. I would hope to see it by turn 2. Don't forget the likes. Yes, yes. Speaking of likes. Well, I don't like this matchup. Okay. So we're facing off against Selesnya Angels again. Maybe it's time to bring in Rampaging Ferocidon and Giant Cinderma, or some mixture. I mean, I'm facing Selesnya Angels more than Spirits, which I never would have expected. And still not seeing something for 3 or less. Basically, Topiary Stomper, the whole play set, plus the 3 Amigos there. That's 14 cards that I would have hoped to see by now. Okay. They had about the perfect hit on that. Yeah. Maybe tomorrow night is going to be Life Gain Hate, Rodrigo. All 4 Rampaging Ferocidon. All 4 Giant Cinderma. Maybe not. It's kind of overkill, but is it overkill if you're kind of starting to face something? And if you don't have a certain thing, it's basically all over. I mean, nasty. Nothing I haven't faced before. Nothing to get flustered about. I mean, it is pretty marvelous seeing the potential. There's nothing you can do in some cases. Taking out the key angel, of course, with the Rending Volley. That might buy us just enough time, but often it doesn't. But at least we have a little bit more of a chance there. Brotherhood's End, I think enough the angels can get too big. It's not as helpful as I would like. That Righteous Valkyrie starts out at 4. 4 toughness, yeah. Oh yeah. We'll see what hand we get. Should be pretty good. I don't think we really need Tranquil Frillback though. Well, we'll cut to Lead the Stampede. We still have so many creatures that I would expect to grab a lot, but I brought in a thing that isn't a creature. Tyrannix Rex I want to keep in, the toxic stuff, as we were talking about last night, I think. Or 2 nights ago. Yeah, toxic, you get them to 10 poison counters, they just die. It doesn't matter how much life they have. So that could be... It is an angle I'm still thinking about. Exploring. Oh. Well, there you go. That's a keep. We got 3 lands. And we got Rending Volley. 2 of the 3 Rending Volleys, plus Huntmaster. I'm not passing that up. Ever. Oh my. What's going on? We'll play Huntmaster, yeah. Watch him play Giada. Do it. You know you wanna. Or it could be Portable Hull. I'd be surprised if it was portable hull, though. I wouldn't be in a whole lot of trouble. Ossification, okay. Tranquil Throwback would have been nice to take out that enchantment, but we trimmed Tranquil Throwback. No, I think we trimmed him. Pretty good, that's something. Something that's dead. Not today. Now we just have to hope we get a Castle Gernbreaker or something in the mixture. Or something. I do have Tranquil Throwback, huh? I think they could go Collected Company next turn. I'm just going to go with Tranquil Throwback, pay the extra, get Huntmaster, and hope it's not too painful. That's going to be nice. It could get us that Carnage turn next turn. Hopefully they only play one thing. Oh no, they got Coco. Oh, wow, that's good. Beautiful. Rending Volley dealing 4 damage. That's what I'm doing. I would like to play Carnage turn, but they're at full health, so I'm not bothering. That should buy us a decent bit of time. We get a chip away a wee bit. No, 4 damage is not nothing. Carnage Tyrant would have taken him down to 10. Yeah. But still, if I left the Bishop of Wings alive, well, we'll see. If... Okay, well, that could be bad as well. Take it out. Phew. Oh, that perfect. It's kind of funny, amusing, I should say. Seeing all 3 Rending Volley, that certainly did the trick. I would never normally expect to see all 3 so soon, but hey, the sideboard Silver Bullet, the Golden Bullet perhaps, did its trick. And we still might be dead. I mean, they got a Bishop of Wings. They have more Angels. Oh, okay. Yeah, it tends to do it. Ouch. Okay. Don't exactly need a Huntmaster at this point. Huh. Well, I'll attack with Carnage Tyrant. I'll see what they block with. Now, might as well chip away. Not that it makes a whole lot of difference. Man, that's a lot of life. But I'll leave everything like it is tonight. Sometimes I make changes live, but usually... Oh, that's why you have all the Rampaging Ferocidon and Giant Cindermaw, because they're going to have that Skyclave Apparition that's going to deal with it, sadly. I'm just curious what I draw next turn. We'll wait and see, and then we'll pack her in. Ugh. Okay. Yeah. It's going to be interesting. I'll dust off the good old Rampaging Ferocidon tonight. See how I want to work it in. Huh. Yes, JDX, how's it going? Hopefully all is well.
Ruthless aggression.
That's what I was attempting to do. Of course, it's pretty hard to be ruthless against Angels. Ugh. Makes me shiver a bit. I didn't get a chance to clip it. I got it written down. At least I did react to it, though. You always got to look on the silver lining, but I'll try and remember. If I forget again, you'll remind me. Karakino. Oh, I know, crying. I'm crying too. Certainly that tack clip would have been perfect facing Angels. It's pretty painful when there's nothing you can do. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, that's a good one. That's a good one. We got the source of red for Marauding. Drover's going to be 1. Lead the Stampede. Great Henge at some point, I think. Okay, we got a Jund something, perhaps. Hopefully they don't have removal for... Oh, phew, it's only Jund Adventures. Well, Jund Adventures is painful stuff, but they're tapped out. That's the main point I want to get to. They can't kill Marauding, which we would also lose Drover, because it's been dealt 2 damage. If Marauding leaves, it's the only dinosaur. Drover goes down 2 toughness, and it's a 2-for-1, which is never fun. That's also never fun. At least we got good old Lead the Stampede. Oh, well, that's all right. We can't play any of those, unfortunately. $69. Ooh. Even like 5 or 10 would be bad, but I imagine you got to be probably bleeding quite a bit when you get gouged with that many. Certainly, I think they'll make us sacrifice Drover. Ooh, okay. That's alright. Certainly seems like we'll pack a good punch here. We got that first Topiary, Great Henge next turn, I would imagine. I think they'll leave Topiary alive. As long as we get the Great Henge, we'll be in a pretty good spot. I say we get rid of T-Rex. We got another one in hand. We have a Ghalta, which... that should be nice. Just have to hope they don't have too many adventures for 2. Oh, they don't. Oh my goodness. We got the Great Henge for a 5. We have 1 land left over. We can make a total of 3. And that is, that's what you want. We're at 6 lands now. We're going to be at 7 with this Topiary here. Maybe draw lands. Okay, we don't, but that's still nice. Try and get rid of Liliana. We get rid of the Bone Crusher. Liliana, chances are, is going to make us sacrifice this Topiary. But then she goes away forever. But it's definitely pretty fantastic value with the Questing Druid. Its ability there. Doubled. Exiling the top 2 cards for 2. Oh, it's okay. Where's Tranquil Throwback when you need it? To take out that Lucky Clover. Lucky of them to see 2 Lucky Clovers this early. Tripling up on the stomp. But we could potentially kill him next turn. We have a lot of lands. We've got the Great Henge, Huntmaster, Regisaur, Ghalta. Yep, we got him. We got him. Playing Pokemon. One day I'll play Pokemon. It's got to be T-Rex. Yeah. Huntmaster, Regisaur, and Ghalta are going to be part of this mixture. I'm pretty certain. Good stuff, good stuff. I think this is alright. Yeah, it could be better. Could be better, I don't know.
Ruthless aggression.
As many style points as you can produce.
Whew, I'm just glad that worked out. But yes, I'm not going to reject my favorite game, favorite thing to play, but eventually I'll sprinkle in more games one day. Poor Kurt, absolutely getting pretty hurt Kurt, because I pressed that so much. It is just a classic and definitely warranted. That was absolutely ruthless. Yes, Rodrigo, 100%. That's pretty good. And look, I still had extra mana. I could have saved one of those red. Carplucin Forest tends to tap before a forest, just because the game thinks, oh, the person doesn't want to take a damage, so the auto tapper usually eats up Karplusan Forest, even though I may want it for that source of red for Marauding, but it didn't matter anyways. We slapped down 16 hasty damage. Oh, JDX, the new set is stunning, beautiful, absolutely divine. But should we switch things up, or will we be fine? If we change it up too much, we'd be going across the line and we wouldn't be able to achieve the game plan. A new set around the corner. I think I remember hearing that. Paradox Rift, yes. Yes. Maybe I'll try it. Or just maybe the most recent Pokemon game. Get back into it on the Game Boy. Oh, I started off with the original one, the gray brick Pokemon Blue. I guess it's kind of interesting. I like Mega Evolutions though, I must admit. That was probably my favorite. Okay, well, that's better. I think it's a little bit better. A little bit less lands, but we got Marauding and Topiary. I think Marauding should be safe at least until we get to turn 3, cast Topiary, get a basic Electric Mewtwo. I don't know about that. Maybe I'm just a Pokemon boomer, because I started with the first game. The original 152, I guess, if you want to include the missing number glitch. That was my favorite. Duplicating items, getting a wacky Blastoise that new water gun twice. Oh. I don't know. It's a game, it's make-believe, so I imagine they can do pretty much anything. Fortunately, I played Karplusan Forest. I almost played Secluded Courtyard, and if we wanted to play Huntmaster, we would have had to name Human, and that would have been our doom. Oh, it would be fun for the card game. I imagine I got to switch it up, maybe even more for the card game, to have different types and strategies and stuff like that. Combining 2 Pokemon on one card, I always thought that was a little bit wacky. It's kind of rough, exiling a bunch of stuff. And we should get the job done though. We got Topiary for 2, we're going to grab a Forest. Just going to have this Rootbound Craig enter the battlefield untapped. Not that it makes a whole lot of difference, but we're certainly playing Marauding here. Carnage next turn. Doesn't matter what they do. That's going to be nice. I like the video game, the card game. Brings back the good old days, the memories of the good old days, and I just have fun with stuff. I don't really pick apart anything usually. Am I entertained? Good. Then it's good. I'm not the best critic, you could say. Imagine this is going to be pretty difficult and devastating for him. We'll only attack with Carnage Taunt, just because I still want to keep Marauding Raptor alive for that cost reduction. Depending what we draw next turn with Lead the Stampede, we may really want that stacked up cost reduction to go off a little bit better. That's how it goes sometimes. They make changes and you don't agree with them, especially if it's something you've invested lots of time in, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, or you pushed away from it because, I don't know, they make too many bad decisions, one thing after another. Thoughtseize, that's not great. I really wanted that Lead the Stampede. Painful. Yeah. I can imagine getting pretty upset if you've spent a... Oh, Drover of the... Oh, yeah, they stole that Drover. Okay. Well, we're taking out Lucky Clover. Lucky stuff. Lucky for us. And I guess we'll gain a bunch of life, exile their graveyard. Not that it's going to do a whole lot. Then we get rid of 2 cards. That's okay. Attack with everything. Maximum aggression. Take out all this stuff before it gets too big. Certainly that questing druid. That can get pretty impactful. Although they could have combined everything just to take out Carnage Tyrant. That would have been maybe nice as well. Alright. What you gonna do? You're at 2. I think we're pretty safe. We got the Lucky Clover out of the way. Very nice having that. Tranquil Frillback. I feel pretty tranquil. Not that I need to be extra chill. Usually I'm pretty chill. Although I get excited once in a while. Some of you guys have seen with some absolutely fantastic plays in that. Devastating damage. Oh. Showing them up once again. Now we've seen just about everything tonight. But Adventures especially, because they got a lot of great support with Wilds of Eldraine there. I'm kind of surprised I haven't seen it more. They still do good stuff even if they don't have the Lucky Clover, which duplicates Adventure spells whenever they're cast. Still lots of bouncing, control, tempo, removal, creatures, 2-for-1s. The adventure is over. 100%. The adventure is just beginning. It's always beginning. Most nights. I don't stream every night, but I must say, I've loved making those shorter videos, talking about stuff. That's going good. Maybe, probably another one tonight, depending how long I go here for. It's Saturday, so we got time. We got time. I'm thinking, is it blue and red? Is it wizards? Okay, that could be okay. Nah, I like Lucky Clover. It's pretty cool. I guess it's why I can play this game, because I see such a diverse range of things. I mean, I don't get, flustered, upset about anything, so of course that helps in the long run when you face stuff like that. Whew. But I imagine getting this Castle Garenbrig, I mean, that's going to be beautiful. Hopefully it's another source of red. I might like to go Huntmaster plus Marauding next turn. Some sort of control. Well, it should be good. We got 3 Carnage Tyrant, 3 Tranix Rex as well. We'll test the waters. We'll see what Marauding draws out, and then we'll go with Topiary. Make disappear. Do it. Oh, change the equation. Good. I got them to burn the counter spell on something that usually doesn't stick around, and then I can safely go something that gets me a basic, which should always stick around, so I think that is much better. Do 1 damage, might as well at this point. That might make all the difference. You gotta be inclusive, having a good time, welcoming, all that stuff. Well, this could be rough. I would like Regis or Alpha. I would like something that threatens the strict Proctor, really. Hey, you know what? We'll go with Huntmaster. Make Tranquil Frillback extra cheap. I'm not gonna bother playing it. I just want something that can, deal some damage and hopefully build up the board enough that they sweep. And the strict Proctor goes away, so That means I get to go Regis or Alpha after all the stuff is gone. But, oh yes, absolutely. Those are some of my favorites. The fixing the sink. You know, he's tapping. What's wrong? What's with the sink? The sink is fixed. Oh. No. I stepped up. I stepped up because you weren't getting to it. Yeah, I fixed it for you. I stepped up like a man. Something like that. Oh, that was hilarious. Well, at least we get a pay 2. We get the 3/3. I'm going to go for that. They can't counter. They only have a source of white and a colorless. Yeah, I think, I don't know. The sink fixing one might be my favorite. If any of you guys are wondering, JDX is sending memes in the memes and stuff section of the Discord. If you haven't joined the Discord, definitely do so. Popping off all the time. All good stuff. Guess I'll attack with Huntmaster. I imagine Strict Proctor would block it, but yeah. Don't keep trying it. It works. Oh. Last words. I was expecting there was going to be disaster, but it didn't actually get to it. I was thinking, oh, he's going to charge him or throw the soap at him. Something like that. Yeah. Lots of good stuff. I just love how he's tapping the sink. March of Otherworldly Light, it's good stuff. You don't have to pay anything for X when the thing that you target has a mana value of 0, as a token has a mana value of 0. I imagine a sweeper's got to be coming up at some point. Strict Proctor going away. Strict Proctor is strictly annoying. Stopping the enter the battlefield effects of Tranquil Frillback, Regis, or Alpha. We got to try and be as aggressive as possible, though, and get them down. Fortunately, they're at 11. They haven't untapped a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, this could be pretty good. We can play any creature we draw. Tranix Rex, Carnage Tyrant. It's going to deal a lot of damage. Tranquil Frillback. Yeah, I could see myself doing that. Gain a bit of life, exile the graveyard, which exiling the graveyard, keep in mind, it takes away that memory deluge that they have. Got to pay an extra 2, unfortunately. Nope, almost didn't use that mountain. Phew. That's good. I want 2 sources of green to do Tranquil Frillback's ability here, twice. Hopefully that buys us a wee bit of time. I would imagine it does. Do I want to take... I don't care about the Wandering Emperor. I'm going to do as much damage as possible. That's alright. That's alright. We're getting there. Chipping away a wee bit. I think they may have wanted to go with Memory Deluge. They almost could have. Eventually they do have to tap, or they have to pay 2 and tap Thespian Stage one of these days to make it a copy of the Lotus Field. So we might have a small win. Oh, they're finally going to sweep. It took them long enough. That's okay. T-Rex, finish them off. Not quite. We can only make 6. Carnage Tyrant. We can play Carnage Tyrant. That's got to be Topiary. At least we have an extra 2 to get the basic. To now get in range of Tranix Rex if we get it at some point. We're a quarter of the way through. I would have hoped to see one of the 6 big scary dinos. Carnage Tyranitor T-Rex. But that's how it goes sometimes. You have a bunch of stuff. You hope to see it by a certain point, and sometimes you just won't see it. That's how she goes. Could be rough, could be rough. I'll try for Huntmaster and Drover. Hopefully see something impactful at some point here. A 7th land also would be pretty good. That Topiary Stomper becoming Hulking Raptor when we get Lost Caverns of Ixalan. Extra good. We got a big creature, we got tons of ramp. We're going to get the job done. Probably it at this point. Now that they've made Thespian stage into the Lotus field, they're going to be untapping 2 Lotus fields with Teferi's ability there. Now, wait and see what they do for a turn. See what I draw next turn. Although I would imagine we got to be done for. Even though they're still at 5, that's pretty low. We might be able to get a very sneaky win. It's not unheard of. Maybe I will. I'll start Pokemon TCG Live online. The new set, the Battle Pass. Okay, I'm going to get my Mono Green Heracross. Yeah, my Mono Green Heracross in the B-Man V deck. I love B-Man V. Yeah. B-Man V is pretty strong. When I first realized coming back to Pokemon, you would kick me out. You would turn the tables up. Especially when I keep a straight face. I could have kept a straight face for longer. I'll do my best to resist the urge to not call it Mono Green Beetle and B. Beetle Guy. That's what I'll call Heracross. Beetle Guy. Yeah. Let's see that T-Rex. Next turn. Let's do it. I've gotten sneaky wins like it before. They're at 5. They're in range of being killed by T-Rex or Carnage Tyrant if they don't have anything to do with Huntmaster. But they got discontinuity. Maybe again, hopefully not. But it's not like it's a 0% chance. We'll see. That would be pretty good. I mean, of course, here we're not really able to play our deck, but that's fine. It's something you have to come to terms with sometimes. It is nice though, lots of rogue decks viable. I think I had heard and read that. I imagine that would make things pretty healthy overall. Ooh, they got another discontinuity. That tends to do it. Okay, we'll wait one more turn. That hasty T-Rex. I've won with it before. That'd be extra sweet. You'll potentially see why I love it so much, and yeah, why I've loved to use 4 copies of Tyrannosaurus Rex in the past. Might go back to that. We'll see. Maybe they won't have a 3rd discontinuity, or maybe they've cast 3 already. No, I think they've only cast 2. So there's only 2 more discontinuities in the deck. I hope. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Maybe they're sweeping now. All right. It's just nice knowing potentially we might have something that could get the job done, even though I don't expect it to happen. We're certainly getting chipped away by that strict proctor. I think the best trading card... Oh, God, I jinxed myself. The context there is the control player is that baby dinosaur, and I just keep getting hit on the head again and again with the discontinuity wooden spoon. Not the greatest time in the world, but you can't always have the best time. If you always had the best time, everybody would be doing it. It would take away from the times that are actually the best time. If everything is the best, nothing is the best. Kind of like the Incredibles with Sinestro, I believe his name was. If everyone is super, no one's super. Something like that. Okay, so it's kind of like Karn a little bit. Mono Green Devotion, grabbing whatever artifact they need from the sideboard for the particular matchup. Okay. Lost Zone. Four Lotus fields. Kind of rough. You never know. We could top deck Tyrannix Rex this turn. That's the only thing that might not save us. They got a discontinuity. The fourth one. Whew. 4 discontinuities in the top half of the deck. Rough stuff. Alrighty then. Tranquil Throwback. Don't exactly need it. Again, it's kind of nice to exile the graveyard, make them not able to replay that Memory Deluge, which they can easily do with all the mana from Lotus Field. Shifting Ceratops, that could get us sneaky wins, can't be countered, sometimes can't be targeted. Although they have lots of mono-white based removal, that would do the trick. Pithing Needle, makes sense. I think we'll trim Lead the Stampede though. 1 Ghalta. All the Ghaltas. Okay, we're doing it. Sometimes I think about bringing Rending Volley in to take out the strict proctor, but it still seems a little bit awkward. If I don't see it early enough, like right away, it's too late because I've gotten benefit and value from the strict proctor. Sableye. Goodbye, Sableye. I remember catching Sableye in the games. I always thought that guy was wacky. That does sound pretty broken. I guess every game probably has some big boogeyman at some point throughout their life cycle. Maybe a few boogeymans that are boogeymen. I think I'll still draw it. We can double up. Nope. Use that green mana. That auto tapper almost got me. We need to use Castle Gambrig in the mountain. A secluded courtyard is a source of any color for Marauding, and hopefully that buys us time. Yeah, always check your auto tapper. It's gonna do painful things. No cards that there's... I'm surprised there's no cards that counter it. That is painful. Okay. I imagine they have a counter spell. Hopefully they don't have another Ether Go. Ooh, they don't. Okay. We're looking good damage-wise. Hopefully it's no, you-know-what, Supreme Verdict. That's pretty good damage there. Supremely good, but they are supremely tapped out. So we got to go with Topiary. We're at 5 lands, good stuff. Hopefully Or 4 lands. Hopefully 5 next turn, and we get to do something nice. Huh. And they'll get it right eventually. They have to at some point. Hopefully they don't have a counter spell for 2. I would imagine that's the case, unfortunately. Yeah, well, with the video game being a digital thing, you know, much easier to balance. Once a card's been printed physically, not so fun changing that. People have that original printing and then they update it for future printings, and it just causes all kinds of confusion. Kind of like Companion, I guess. We don't need to get into that much. Companion's a little bit of a mistake, slight mistake. Fortunately, they were fixed, having to pay an extra 3 for a companion to bring it into your hand. Who would have thought starting off the game with an extra card guaranteed all the time would be powerful? We might have a small window here. Oh, they're tapping out. Are they? Oh, could be good. We could smack them with Tyrannix Rex. Never mind, Teferi's untapping both. I forgot about Teferi. Discontinuity. Okay. Give yourself an extra turn. Hopefully, they don't have a second one. Where there's 1, there's 2. Or potentially 4 discontinuities. Could it be nice when we have cards where the opponent casts stuff on our turn and they take damage? The Scytheclaw Raptor maybe could be quite fantastic in this matchup. I would imagine it's going to help at least a bit. When they cast something on our turn with the Scytheclaw Raptor, they take 4 damage. Ooh, they may not want to. If they get low enough, they'll be too scared. Kill them. Returning 2 item cards. That does sound pretty good. Huh. Seems kind of busted. I mean, I'm familiar with busted stuff here. I lived through Oko, Thief of Crowns, Broko, Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath, Field of Ruin, Nexus of Fate, the opponent taking multiple turns all the time. That didn't faze me, so I imagine any broken stuff in Pokemon would not. And there's the plane. Our chances are coming to a crashing halt, not being able to, well, do anything. But again, we got T-Rex. Maybe we'll get to play it and do something, although I highly doubt it at this point. You literally can't do anything. Maybe we would have drawn a land, but of course when they keep playing Discontinuity, you just don't draw anything. I would imagine mirror matches with something as broken as that. It's just a race. Pretty much. Yeah. Maybe this memory deluge doesn't get them a 3rd discontinuity. You never know. You never know. Mostly I'm just curious to see if they get it a 3rd time, and we'll pack it in after that. Sadly not the most enjoyable thing, but I'm still having a good time, you know, thinking about what I might do down the line, and hey, I'm able to play something. Maybe they don't have Ether Gust. Ether Gust is a must if I'm using something like Tyrannix Rex. Or it's discontinuity. Okay, well, we tried. Yeah, we'll pack it in. Let's stop the pain, the bleeding. Unfortunately, can't win them all. Certainly pretty hard to do stuff against that. Lotus Field, pesky. There are a few things that could shut them down, but mainly I'm hating on those Angels. Probably tomorrow. We'll see. Cut her there short. Yeah, My wife isn't sleeping too well. Well, she had some sleep, so now she's up, and I think I'll go to bed early, or earlier tonight, just in case it's kind of rough. If one of our 2 kids wakes up, you don't get much sleep. You sometimes don't get much sleep with one, but yeah. Dual logs, history of Yu-Gi-Oh. Write that down. Okay. Bert's PTCG. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah. We'll see about it. We'll see how much time I have. Sometimes I don't have much time to consume other stuff, so usually the Discord, I think, is the best thing to get my attention. Usually. All right. I had a good time. JDX, anybody else watching right now, later on, sometimes you can't do anything. Sometimes you can do something. Sometimes you have something that you bring in and you just don't see that something, and any number of things can happen. The only thing you can do is rinse and repeat, play the next one, think if there was anything you could have done. And if there wasn't, no bother getting upset about it. All right. Since you were 8, oh, that's pretty good. Times definitely have changed. Everything has changed. That's pretty cool, competing. I wish I would have been competing more in Magic the Gathering JDX. Oh, yeah. I just played a lot of League of Legends in the middle there before I came back with original Ixalan. And then, ever since then, of course, it has been Dinos all the time. Dinos do the trick. I guess things have to change, though. Whatever it is, you like it. If it just stays the exact same, it gets kind of old, perhaps. Go back to League? Maybe. Maybe I will. Nah, Magic the Gathering is my favorite. Even when you have painful matchups like Azorius, Lotus Field Control. I'll think about it. Yeah. We'll see. Maybe one of these nights before the Lost Caverns of Ixalan releases. All right. Have a good one. Anybody else watching right now later on, have a good rest of your time zone. Get some good rest. Hopefully you did if you're watching this in the morning or weeks, years to come. Okay, peace.